This is the real reason why Chuks Okorafor got benched for Broderick Jones last week versus the Tennessee Titans. So, the Steelers, they turned to Broderick Jones, having him make his first start at right tackle in the NFL. And the person they took out of their lineup was the guy who has been there the longest on the offensive line, Chuks Okorafor. So, this is the real reason why he got benched. And I'm going to take it all the way back to the Jaguars game. Because after that game, Mike Tomlin, in his press conference leading up to the Tennessee Titans game, he was asked about the reason why Broderick Jones is starting, and the answer that he gave was a reasonable answer. He just said that Broderick Jones, it seems as though he's earning more reps, and they want to see how he plays this week against the Titans. That's all he basically said. But then, after the Titans game, the media wanted to follow up with Chuks Okorafor and ask him about the reason why he got benched, and he gave actually the full explanation. He said that the reason why he was benched and taken out of the starting lineup against the Tennessee Titans was because he was acting out at the end of the week against the Jacksonville Jaguars in a way that he shouldn't have as a 6-year veteran in this league, and he also added that he isn't sure if he'll be back in the starting lineup this week against the Packers, but he hopes so. And then Mike Tomlin, I guess they wanted to follow up once again with him after Chuks Okorafor's message and explanation to the media, and Mike Tomlin said that acting out was a significant factor in Broderick Jones starting. So I guess when Mike Tomlin was first asked about it, he wanted to keep it on the down low that he benched him because he was acting out, and all he said was Broderick Jones deserved more reps and deserved to have a starting chance at right tackle. But then when Chuks Okorafor exposed what actually happened to the reason why he got benched, Mike Tomlin actually agreed with it and said that is a major factor in him getting benched. So the truth was exposed, and it wasn't just because Broderick Jones deserved more reps. It was maybe because of that, but it was also because Chuks Okorafor was acting out with some comments. But we obviously don't know what the comments were towards the end of the Jacksonville Jaguars game, but it must have been something to do with the play on the field or something else, because the Steelers were playing very poorly that day. They lost the game 20-10, and they couldn't do nothing on offense, couldn't run the ball, couldn't pass the ball, basically couldn't do anything. So it was a bad day, and he was benched. But the big thing is, though, Broderick Jones starting at right tackle and not his natural position, which is left tackle, which he played in college and has more reps at. He's a starting right tackle for the Steelers. And Mike Tomlin, he was basically asked at the potential of Dan Moore Jr. heading to the right tackle side and Broderick Jones going back to his natural position, which is left tackle. And he basically shut that down, saying that Dan Moore is significantly better at the left side than he is the right side, and basically that he'll be sticking with Dan Moore on the left side of the offensive line and Broderick Jones on the right side, and you shouldn't expect any more change in that department. And he confirmed that Broderick Jones will be the starter moving forward, which means that Chuks Okorafor, him acting out, will be costing him playing time this season, and he more than likely, unless injury happens, won't be seeing the field for a while. The only thing is, though, with Chuks Okorafor, the Pittsburgh Steelers signed him years back to a contract, and this season he's making around $12 million, and next season he's going to be making around $12 million. So if the Steelers decide that he isn't going to be in a starting role, this is a very little chance that the Steelers decide to keep him for the final season of his 3-year, near $30 million contract. Why would they keep him on the team if they know that he won't be playing, and next season they have a chance to kind of cut him and save basically all of his money on his contract? Because as far as I remember, I didn't double check this, but I remember this from back when he first signed the contract. It was basically only guaranteed for like the first year and part of his contract in the second year, and his third year, if they cut him, they won't have to have any dead cap, and they would have to basically relieve all the money from his contract, and they wouldn't have any charge on his contract. So I'm pretty sure if they cut him after this season, before a certain date, before his contract gets guaranteed, that they will save all of his money. But I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure. But if you remember, when I was speaking about the offensive line, I made a video on this. I said that I believe the Steelers' best offensive line bunch is basically who they're starting right now. In Dan Moore Jr., Isaac Seumalo, James Daniels, and Broderick Jones. And then I believed that James Daniels, if they wanted their best offensive line bunch out there, that he would go to center, and then Nasty Nat Herbig would go to right guard. And I believe Mason Cole isn't the best fit for the Steelers. He has been doing a solid job. He hasn't been too great. He hasn't been too bad. He's just been kind of like average. Sometimes he does have bad snaps, especially that one game, I believe it was Jacksonville Jaguars, where he was basically throwing the ball in the dirt every single time he snapped the ball, especially towards late in the half. But I believe that James Daniels would be a good center for the Steelers, and he has played so with the Bears, and he's played so in his career, so he could do it. And I believe that Nasty Nate Herbig would be a good right guard, and that would be the Steelers' best bunch of offensive linemen. But them just moving out and having Mason Cole instead of Herbig, I guess that's fine, and at least Broderick Jones gets a chance to start with the Steelers. We've seen Joey Porter Jr., another rookie for the Steelers, get his chance to make his starting job and take over the starting job at cornerback position. We've seen him do it last week and him get opportunities in weeks past as well. And now Broderick Jones, the first round rookie, gets his chance to be the full-time starter as well. So now the first round and second round rookies are both starters for the Steelers. But all in all, this is the real reason why Chuks Okorafor was benched in favor of Broderick Jones. It was more to than just the story that Broderick Jones deserves to start. It was actually a little bit more, but it was also partly because Broderick Jones has earned it in his limited opportunities, either in practice or when he has to take over for some injured players like Dan Moore Jr. weeks back. But this is the truth of what really happened on the sideline versus the Jaguars, which led to Chuks Okorafor being benched. But one last story I want to talk about the Steelers moving forward. There was a lot of speculation that the Steelers would be wearing their color rush jerseys and hopefully their block number jerseys as well against the New England Patriots on primetime Thursday Night Football when they face in a few weeks. But on social media, the Steelers actually had different announcements. They announced that opposed to the color rush jerseys against the Patriots, against the Packers this week, they're actually going to be wearing their throwback uniforms with the block lettering. So it's actually going to be this week against the Green Bay Packers and not against the New England Patriots. So at least that's something that the Steelers will be having, as it was the day after the 50th anniversary of the Immaculate Reception. So the Immaculate Reception basically happened 50 years ago, and the Steelers have decided to wear their throwback jerseys with those block letters in the game against the Packers. If you remember, last year they did something of the same thing when they faced the Raiders on the 49th anniversary of the Immaculate Reception, where they retired Franco Harris's jersey after he passed away. Prior to that weekend, they also wore those jerseys and they showed some respect to what Franco Harris did for the team years back. But all in all, this is the end of this video. But this is the truth of what happened with Chuks Okorafor and also the Steelers' announcement that they're going to be wearing these block jersey numbers this week against the Packers and not against the Patriots. But let me know down in the comments below, how do you feel about both of these topics? How do you feel about them returning that jersey? And how do you feel about the Steelers benching Chuks Okorafor in favor of Broderick Jones because he was acting out, and not much so about the play of Broderick Jones, maybe a little bit, but more so because he was acting out? Do you think this was just a reason to get Broderick Jones on the field, and they're kind of taking it an extra step because they wanted Broderick Jones on the field anyway, so this was just an extra encouragement of having him play on the field? Or do you believe that Chuks Okorafor actually deserved to be benched. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below as well if you like serious content, analysis, and reports. Like the video, turn on post notifications down below for the channel as well, so you get notified whenever I post that next Steelers video. Stay up to date right away, and I'll see you guys all later. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.